Hey everybody, how you doing, Roland?
Doing great, Andrew, as always.
Hey
How are
everybody.
you?
I think I'm hearing my voice through your.
Roland?
Yeah.
Doing great, Andrew, as always. How are you?
I think
I think
I'm
from
hearing
my
my
end,
voice through
good.
your. Okay, let me double check. Maybe it's on.
I think from my end, good.
No, I have my YouTube on.
Sure. Okay. Understandable. I can
I'm
definitely.
hearing double worlds here. What's going on?
We're into the multiverse.
That's right. That's right. The metaverse is taking over and it's multiplying. Okay, so someone's here saying hello. So
Hello, Facebook
and
user.
Osvaldo, one of my moderators. Good to see you here, Osvaldo. Hello from LA. And therefore, for the Facebook user, let me just remind you to please give StreamYard permission to show your name and profile pic that way I'll be able to credit you when you comment or ask questions. It's simply the link underneath the live, streamyard.com/Facebook. Click that, give permissions, then it'll show your name and profile pics so then we can credit you. Okay. And welcome everybody. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm in Los Angeles. And Roland, you are where?
I'm from the Philippines and it's
Nice.
early morning here.
Like 6 a.m., right?
Yes, with
Wow.
all of my energy ready for all of you.
That's right. He's awake for everyone. Okay, cool. So let us know where you're watching from, everybody. Okay. Okay, well, while people are coming in, let me give a little shout out to StreamYard. So,
StreamYard's great.
yeah, I love StreamYard, multi-streaming apps. So, want an easy but professional way to do live streaming. I can also get you a $10 credit when you sign up with StreamYard for your live streaming with this link. And if you don't see it in the recording afterwards, just message me, reach out to me, and I can give you that link. But it's basically bit.ly StreamYard Live. And let me give you a little intro to StreamYard. Thanks, StreamYard. Thanks again, StreamYard. Great. Yeah, I stream to, sometimes 3 or 4 different Facebook groups, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. I think you can stream to Twitch. So it's a great,
Yes.
great app. Thanks, StreamYard. Yep. And we got some new comments, people coming in. Osvaldo asked, any coffee this morning, Roland?
Actually, I do not drink coffee. I'm a chocolate guy.
Dark chocolate or?
Dark chocolate. Any type
Yeah,
of chocolate will do.
I like dark chocolate. What about green tea? Do you drink green tea?
Yes,
Yeah,
especially
good.
green tea.
We have someone from Belgium here. Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So once again, let me remind you to give StreamYard permission when you're watching from Facebook. If you give permission, it'll show your name and your profile pic. So I'll be able to credit you when you comment and ask questions. That's the link under the live, streamyard.com, Facebook. Okay. So, Roland, do you want to introduce yourself and take it from there?
Sure. Andrew, again, thank you for having me in this session. This would be my second session with you, Andrew, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to share my screen so we could just get started with all of this content scheduling using Adobe Express.
There we go.
Yeah, right. Okay. So we'll go to the meaty part of this session. So again, my name is Rollan Bañez. I'm doing a lot of things lately here. I'm the training director and co-founder for Creative Nation Academy. I'm also teaching for since around 2005 and also supporting the community since that time. That was the Adobe user group communities way back before. And you can check out some of my workshops in this link. As you would see, I have this Behance portfolio that I keep from time to time of all of my talks, my workshops, And kindly subscribe to our channel, Andrew's channel, which is congratulations, Andrew, for having that milestone, the 1,000 subscribers that you had. I think it's
Yeah,
last week, right?
digital art Drew on
Digital
YouTube.
Art Drew, yeah, 1,000 subscribers, like a week ago. Is that a week ago?
Yeah, about yeah, nice. Thank you.
So, this is what we're going to cover for this session. I only have three things. So, just to simplify all of this, what is content scheduler, and how do I manage social media posts? I'm going to give you an in-depth look on how you could uh, tinker with this technology or this feature, and then let's open up the discussion for what types of things that we can do, and things that we
Cool,
cannot and hope to do in the future. Okay, so
sounds
let's
good.
start with a little bit of history. So right now, Content Cal is an Adobe owned company way back in 2021. It offers a lot of solution for us that is included inside of Adobe Express, because they are the experts on doing these types of technologies, and they are able to manage content marketing and social media planning. And right now they are building some of the features of Content Cal inside of Adobe Express. So I think this is a great time for the transition of Content Cal as a feature inside of Adobe Express. And right now, as you would see, it's I haven't updated the content, because right now it is called Adobe Express. That's a manner of manner of habit. So let's talk about what is content scheduler. So content scheduler, uh, by definition, is it allows you to plan out your marketing campaigns and schedule out in social media. As you would see here, content scheduler is a game changer feature inside of Adobe Express, because it enables you to automate some of your tasks that will really save you a lot of time. And some of the reasons that Adobe has included this feature is that they want users to have, or to get frictionless social media content workflows, because they believe that people should have a single place on which you can plan, you can preview, publish, reschedule, and a lot of things that you could do. That's I fairly believe that they are aiming to make work better from time to time. And Adobe Express is deeply invested in helping people thrive in the creator economy. I myself, as a creator, I really appreciate this feature, because it really saves me a lot of legwork and also automate my process. And another thing is that you can also enable yourself to build an audience and monetize your content, products, and services. So, right, again, it's about automating your process and promoting your brand to work for you, not the other way around. That's not wise to do, because if you want to be productive, you have to work faster and you have to work smarter. So, what can you do in Content Scheduler? You have five things that you can do in Content Scheduler as of the moment. You can plan, you can create, you can schedule, you can preview, and then what's the more important part is the publishing, because all of this cannot be successful if you cannot publish the end product that you want in your social media channels. So what is the availability of content scheduler? Right now you can use the content scheduler if you are on the 30-day trial of the starter plan. You can also have access for this if you have the premium plan, and if you have the Creative Cloud teams, you can access this feature right now. I heard someone from the team that there is a an upcoming release for the CC Enterprise. If you're in the enterprise plan, it's on the horizon right now.
Great.
So, who is the intended users for Content Scheduler? Uh, it allows you. such as people who are influencers in the field, small businesses, and others who want to post graphics and videos on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on a single action. I'm just going to give you a demonstration of that later, but it gives you a great starting point on which the most dominant social media platforms is available already, which is again Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And Roland, can you take a question?
Sure,
Right.
good.
So Osvaldo asks, is there a limit on how many Instagram accounts you can use the content scheduler with?
Right now, you can only have one Instagram account for your posting.
Sure. Good.
Thanks. Thanks for the question. Okay, so let's move on. The next one is what social media platforms is included. Again, you can get access and post using Facebook pages. As of the moment, you cannot post or automate your posting on a personal account. You can only get for pages, groups. We'll check later. But again, you cannot access it on a personal profile. I did this on my personal group on my group on Facebook and also my pages. It's working.
So it
You can
does work
also
for
have
groups. It does
yes,
work for Facebook groups. Good.
yes.
Good.
The next one is Instagram. You can access your Instagram account and also Twitter. But as we all know, there is a limitation on Twitter on how many characters that you have to do the post.
Right.
And I hope there is more to come. As as we speak, I think there is a discussion on opening uh, two platforms, which is LinkedIn and Pinterest. As that's what I heard. So another thing is that the question is content scheduler available on mobile? As of the moment, this is only available on the desktop or the web browser version because this is not yet on the mobile side of things on your mobile app.
Right.
Hopefully, in the future, they could publish it again. So some of the questions that I have been encountering when this feature was added is why use content calendar? Because again, if you want to automate your work, it's better to use this feature. Another thing is that what certain limitation is this feature known for? Right now, the limitation is that you can only have 3 social media connections. That's the limit for now. I hope they could make this like 6 or let's say 10.
And can I ask another quick question?
Sure.
So my friend John asks, how many Facebook pages can you use scheduler on?
In terms of Facebook
Pages
pages, you only have one on the
for now.
connection, but you can access and switch from one to another as time needed.
Sure. Great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you for that question. Another thing is that what platforms does it support for now? Anyone from the chat who can recall? What are the 3 ones? It's Facebook, Instagram, and
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay. So let's go on with the demonstration on how to use Content Scheduler. Okay. I'm just going to switch now to my
Great.
Adobe Creative Cloud Express application. Um, you can download this on there is a application base. If you don't want to use the browser, there is an app that you can also download, which is as you would see here. This is a native emulation of an app inside. If you check Creative Cloud Express, there is an app for that. You would see here. Okay, you could also download that. In my demonstration, there is two approach that you can do if you want to access the content scheduler. Number one is that you can is you would if you would see on the left side there is a new button which is the schedule one. Okay, that is the first touch point that you can do the content scheduler. Or if you open a document, as I would demonstrate this later, you can publish a design and then use scheduler after you're finished with the design. So let's go with the first route, which is using the schedule feature on the home screen. Okay, if I click on this will enable me to open a new tab on which you would see here. Another tab will open for the content scheduler. So right now, as you would see here, I have some items that is now currently on pending, and I have lots and lots of.
Wow.
I've spent
You don't
around
waste any time. Look at that.
yes. I've not yet do some new posts because of this demonstration because I want this to be very raw for all of us. So right now, the first thing that I would like to recommend for all of you is that you go to the setup button here at the top right. What does it do? If I click on that, this will enable me to connect my social media channels. For example, if I want, I could just disconnect this. So let's start from scratch. Okay. So if I want to connect some of my social media channels, so everyone would see how does the pages work, the groups work. Let's do some demonstration on that. Let's click on connect, and then connect to Facebook. Let's click on continue. And then as you would see, Creative Cloud Express or Express will enable another window on which you could access. Will give you the chance to authorize this application for you to connect your groups. As you would see here, this will enable you to select a page or a group. Okay, so if I click on that, this is a lot of the groups that I have throughout the
Wow.
years. I've been using like
I thought I was busy.
you're busy,
You're
Andrew. I
putting me to
see a lot
shame
of your
there.
great.
That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, but the only thing that I would like to recommend on this is that if there would be a filter for this, because right now I cannot just type like say my page. For example, if I want to go to another page and I just cannot type it right now because there's no filter. In my example, let's just click on his because this is my business page, but you would see that there is a lot of possibilities like you can access pages, you can access groups. And then I'm just going to just click on connect. Okay, so after that, this will offer you the handshake for this connection, for this connection. And then I'm just going to close this, and then you can just click on the connect one for our Instagram. You have two choices. You could do a business profile or a creator or personal profile. There are some pros and cons as you would see here. If you're a creator or a personal profile, you have no direct publishing for single image or single video posts. Unlike if you are on a business profile, which is enabled by default, as they would say, it is recommended. So right now, I'm just going to do the business profile, which I have right now. If I click on connect profile, this will connect on my Instagram account, which is again, Creative Nation Academy. And let's just do the handshake for this application. Logging in with Facebook. Okay, I'm just going to switch on to this one. Click on continue. Okay, and let's just wait a little bit. Yes, channel successfully connected. And then let's do for our Twitter account. Let's click on connect and then it goes again. So you would see this is very easy to set up. You just have to get your authentication. You just need to do the process once and then it's done. Isn't that simple, Andrew? Okay.
Bear with me. There was someone who was trying to spam the comments during the
No
live.
worries.
Had to ban them from the group.
Happens all the time, right? Okay,
Sure.
so if you also needed more guides on this, there are a lot of details on some of this, which is will not be covered on this session. But right now, you can also rearrange the order on which this connection would go. For example, if I want the priority for Facebook to be topmost, then I could definitely do that. Okay. Another thing is that you can also check for your time and date and time preferences. Right now, I'm based on the Philippines. That's why, uh, no, not this one. This one is the date format, the time format, and the first day of the week. And this one is another great feature for all of you who wants to verify what we call a preview of your social media content that you want to publish. You can definitely enter a domain name on which would authorize you to see how or simulate how it would look like if you posted a link. That's a very great feature, because if you have a website but then you would encounter something like it cannot preview the link, you could just add it to this setting. You can just click on this and then add your website. Let's say my website is www.creativenation.ph. So every time that I'm posting, or you can also put a Facebook business URL, as you would see here. Then that's good. I'm just going to close this because all of the options is already been exhausted. Uh, let's close this. Okay, so we are all set up to publish some content. So right now, I'm just going to do and create a new post. So for example, if I click on a date, let's say for tomorrow, this is how simple it is. You can just go to new post and then you can target what type of channels you want to target. For example, if I want to go and post it to my Facebook page, and if I want, I could select lots of them, all of them. You can just do this. And in my example, I'm just going to add the media on which I'm just going to plug our session for the next following days. So you
I was
have
gonna,
two options. Yes.
I was going to say the way it's formatted reminds me of when you schedule something in StreamYard itself. So it
Yes.
reminds me of StreamYard, the way you connect to the platform and then you set up the time and the preview. Yeah,
Yes, I can definitely relate to that because as you would see, it's very easy to set up. And
easy
right
to
now,
use.
you have yes, you have two options. You can do upload on your device, or if you want, you can directly see your projects from Express itself. As you would see here, as you would see, I have lots and lots of projects that I've been working on. So, for example, if I just from the previous work that we did, for example, let's just do some. Let's say this one. Do you remember this, Andrew? We have this
Yeah,
creativity. So let's just select this,
remember that.
and this one will automatically process the design that you have created from Express and publish it as a image. It's a time saver because before, if you want, you could just go to and download it. After you download it, you just have to find it on your downloads folder. But this one is directly inside of Express or the scheduler itself. So right now, if I click on upload, this is already added to this post. I can definitely add another one if I click on this. And then I'm just going to simulate a upload from my device. So I'm just going to click on select files to upload, or you can drag and drop if you want. But in my case, I like to make sure that all of my post is working. So right now, I'm just going to add another post. For example, this one. This is the number of the ACE Adobe certified Adobe Creative Educators here in the Philippines. So right now, I'm just going to upload this, and as you would see, we have approached it on two perspective. You can upload it using the Creative Cloud Express, or you can also upload it on the media, direct media. Okay, this one. would notify you if you have two or more media inside of your post, because this one is an Instagram thing. You see, this one is for Instagram because if you want to publish two or more, as you would see, reason is it contains one or more image or video. So this will send you a notification or on your mobile device to publish this post manually. It's an Instagram thing, it's not an Express thing, because they have this certain limitation that you need to also publish it manually on your Instagram. So this will give you a guide to this. But usually I do not post it like on my device. I just rely on Express on that. Okay. So next one is you can add captions to this. As you would see, you can just type in your usual message. For example, welcome to the live webinar, on which I'm just going to pretend. Like you can also add hashtags, which is as you would see here, it's around 30 hashtags that you can check. And another thing is that you can click on preview if you supplied a URL or a that's great if you're supplying a URL. But this one is also a Facebook preview on which it would simulate how would it look like if you have posted this on your social media. That's great, right? Because this one gives you a heads up on what it may look. This is also a great feature, which is the preview. After this is that you can also, I have no idea about this, the first comment. Probably is it's a feature inside of Instagram on which you could get more engagements, like comment down below your portfolio or new. That's I really do not use this one. Andrew, do you use some of this feature like the first comment on Instagram?
No, that yeah, it's
Probably
interesting.
it's
New.
yeah, probably this is a good practice later if you are if you want to engage in a target audience inside of Instagram. It's like a pre-publish comment.
Sure.
So right now you can just publish the date if you want. For example, I'm going to publish this on the 20th, and you can set the time. Let's say I want this post to be around let's say 7 a.m. early, early 7 a.m. here in the Philippines. So you can just click on done, and then if you decide to just not schedule this, you can just click on the draft post. So if you click on that, this will enable you to have the button which is add draft. Okay. So if I'm just going to save this as a draft because I do not want to schedule this as of the moment. So if I click on add draft, this will go to my drafts folder. So which is, I think this is underneath. Okay. So if you see that some of your social media posts or some of the posts that you have scheduled, there is a filter on which you could see some of their attributes. Right now, I've scheduled this one, which is on the draft post. I can just go back to it. I double click on it. I
Mm,
can just uncheck the draft post and then save changes. So after that, it will enable me. If we check this, this is already scheduled. Okay. You have also a lot of options on which you can duplicate the post, because if you want to, if you have some certain template or recurring post that you want to do, you can just duplicate it. Or if you want, you could just return this to the unscheduled category, which is on the left side. If I just click on this, this will go on the left side of my interface for this to be a, let's say it's a temporary container for all of your unscheduled posts.
cool.
Okay. So if you want to filter this, you can just click on the filters on the top right. If I click on that, you would see that you can check some of your posts. For example, if I click on draft, all of this will all change, and then it will only say only preview or display all of your drafts. So if I just click on again the draft and I click on scheduled, this is all of my scheduled post and published post, which is good because if you only want to see is there something that I have published already, you can just click on the filter and automatically you would see. And you can also filter by the channel itself. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. So as you would see here, you can also I'm just going to click on this. So you can also reschedule this types of post. I've seen some of our ambassadors they just click and drag some of them. As you would see here, you can also do that. If you want, you can just click and drag the draft post to any date that you want. For example, I want this on the 27th. Let's just drag this and put it here.
That reminds me of Google Calendar.
Yes. It's a great user experience on their part. Okay. So the next one is we are viewing this on a monthly basis. So right now, if you want, you can just click on the week. So it would only show you some of your postings, and it offers you also a bigger perspective uh on your assets that you have posted. As you would see here, unlike on the month view, it only gives you like an icon or a list view. If you go to the week view, it will enable you to see what type of content did I publish. As you would see here, I have some information that I posted here, some of the congratulatory posts for the group. And as you would see here, I have this. Okay. And that's how easy it is to use content scheduler. And if you want, you can also, for example, if I want, I could just drag and drop it here. From your unscheduled, you can just drag and drop it here. And that's how easy it is. For example, if I just want to drag and drop it here, but sometimes there is there are some instances on which it is failing. I've encountered some of them on the first week that I'm using
I have a
uh, content scheduler.
so I have a quick question.
Yes,
Um,
sure.
if you already have something scheduled on a specific day and time, and then you drag another one over that has like even though it was from another day, but it has the
Yes.
same time as the one that you're dragging over because you switched it to that day, will it pop up a warning saying you have a conflict of two scheduled posts? Or I mean, if it's on a different platform, I guess it's not a problem. But if it
Yes.
was two scheduled posts for, say, Facebook at the same time, would it let you know? Or would it
I
just go
haven't
ahead and just
tried
kind of
it. Haven't tried it, Andrew. But I think we could just simulate it. For example, if I this one is a draft post for 4:37 p.m. So let's just try this. I'm just going to double click this and then I'm just going to click on the time. Let's make this 4:37 p.m. And then I'm just going to drag this. Save changes. And then if I drag this one is Facebook, right? Okay.
yeah.
If I drag this, for example, if I drag this here, it does. Oh, that's interesting. Let's try.
So it can do two at the same time without any problem.
Okay, I think let's verify this again. I think this one is a draft post. So if I uncheck this and save changes, does it? Oh, it doesn't.
So it does
On
not
the same
conflict.
time.
It works just fine, right?
Yes.
So you can send out two. So the point is you can send out two or more posts at the exact same time on any given day
Yes.
with the scheduler. Nice.
Yes.
There's no conflict. Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't give you a notification.
Great.
That's new. Thanks for that question, Andrew.
Sure.
It's very insightful. So right now, as you would see here, we have scheduled a lot of things. You can also schedule from the design that you have created. So I'm just going to go back to Creative Cloud Express and and give you the scenario if you're doing a design. Let's say I'm just going to do a design for a social media post that I'm going to schedule for the next following days. Let's say that this one, let's say this one. Again, for the our working example, this one is the logo that we created from the previous design, this the previous session that we had with Andrew. For what's the title again? It's branding. That's the one I've been remembering right now. So right now I'm loading the design. This is the logo that we've created. The scheduler is available inside of this design interface if you go to the share button. Okay, let's say I'm just going to create some designs, and let's click on share. If I click on share, there is a button which is similar to what we did previously. If I click on schedule, then this will also go to the scheduler, and it will give you the loaded media, which is the design that we have created. So it's also the same experience, but another approach on scheduling it. Because if you want to be very specific on a graphic that you have created, you can just do so by just going to the share button and then click on the schedule.
Great.
And then I'm just going to do this sample uh, posting using a scheduler. And I'm just going to target, let's say, my Twitter account. Then let's post this on a further date on which kindly remember me, remind me to delete this. Click on schedule, and as you would see, this is already scheduled on my end. So that's how easy it is to just do some social media posting in advance. And as you would see, I've been posting a lot of these on my automated task for the following days.
Nice.
That's how easy it is. Any questions from the audience?
Yeah, let us know. Any questions or comments, please let us know. Comment on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
Okay.
I wish we
Well,
could
I'm just going
stream to
to.
Instagram too. That'd be nice, but I don't think they don't give like the API for it.
Yes. That's one of my that's one of my things that I would like them to consider. And right now we had just finished how to schedule your content inside of Content Scheduler. Again, I'm just going to talk about the content velocity because this is a great idea or a concept on which you could just manage your assets from time to time, because it will give you a leverage on your branding, and will make your social media presence be known, because content velocity is really the key on having a successful engagement with your target audience. So it is important because it provides you a better user experience with your target clients, because they see that you are consistent with your posting. It also enables you to have SEO searchability and also the market presence. Another one is that it provides you a content roadmap, especially right now that we have the scheduler. You would see a lot of the things that you need to plan ahead. And also, again, it promotes consistency, and you can also repurpose your content. I just hope that they have this feature in the future, which is you can just pull off an old content and then put it again on another future date. That would be
Right.
great, right? Okay, so I'm just going to ask some questions to our audience. One is, how can I save a draft post? You can just click on the button on the checkbox, which is draft post, on which
All right.
this will enable you to just save this temporarily and not schedule it in advance. So number two is that how can I check for the status of my posted schedules or posted posted post? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay. You can use the filter
that's right.
button on the top right, so you could check if this is draft, this is a scheduled one, this is a published one, or this is a failed post. And another thing, if this is a failed post, you would see on the calendar itself that it marks it red, notifying you that this is a failed post.
Good.
Right now, I've been encountering some of them because probably I posted a lot of content lately, and Facebook is somehow limiting me on my capability on that. But that's just a hunch on my end. And number three is that what are the two calendar view modes that is available? You have two ones, which is the
I know.
weekly,
I know.
and then yes, Andrew. What's the
Week, weekly and monthly, right?
yes? That's great. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap up all of this, and I hope you have learned a lot on this session. We covered the following. We learned what is the content scheduler, the what, why, and how, and who. We also managed to do social media posting using the calendar, content scheduler, content scheduler. We managed to create a post from the publish button on the home page. We also enable ourselves to publish content from an existing design, which is the second method. We also had the capacity or the ability right now to connect to our social media accounts. We have also demonstrated our proficiency in using this feature. So I hope you've learned this in this session. What's your aha moments, Andrew?
Yes,
Is there
very
anyone?
informative. Very informative. Very good. So,
Thank you.
yeah, do remember, you can, I'll put the link to the recording up in the groups. And do remember you can watch this again and again on my YouTube. So please do watch that and study it well. But yeah, it's excellent. And therefore, I wanted to let people know where they can also find Rollan online on the different places. So, but first, in general, do remember that you can get to Adobe Express by going to adobe.com/express or express.adobe.com.
Yes.
And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Digital Art Drew. You can either do a search or just go to youtube.com/digital art Drew. Going to be doing more and more of these live events with Roland. He does an excellent job.
Thank
And
you.
to follow Roland online, you can find him on Facebook, Rollan Bañez, and Creative Nation Academy on YouTube. You can find him, Rollan Bañez, at myportfolio.com.
Yes.
Also, CC Evangelist PH, I guess for Philippines.
Yes.
Yep, at .myportfolio.com. So yes, do follow Roland on the different places. And let's see, we have comments coming in. So
I think we're going to open the floor for some questions.
Osvaldo says, where can we tip you for putting this together? So let's see. I think, I'm not sure if I have it here, but I do have this though. If anyone wants to
Yes.
send me, you can buy me a coffee at
Yes.
buymeacoffee.com/DrewCav. That would be nice. Tips would be good. I tried to do the fundraiser on Facebook and that
Yeah.
failed. They always kind of tease us, they always give us these new things that don't work.
In the
New
first time.
features that don't work.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
thanks so much. Yeah. Let's go back to Adobe Express. So yes, thank you so much for this great presentation, Roland. Very, very informative. And so everyone get busy scheduling all their different posts, the different places. And yep. And like I said, this recording will be on YouTube, so you can watch it to your heart's content. So thank you so much, Roland, and thanks everyone for being here. We have another
Okay.
Adobe Express live event scheduled for next Wednesday as well. So keep your eye out on my YouTube channel. And I will also be focusing on more Photoshop and photography live events, which is usually on Fridays. So thanks everyone for being here. Thank you so much, Roland. It was excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.